Good afternoon, ladies. Yes, it is me. I was at the back here in the waiting room just dancing it out because you know what day it is. It's Monday. Yes, it's Monday. It is the Leading Ladies Conference edition, and we have the pleasure of another guest speaker that is coming in to just chat with you. So you know what we do when it comes to the royalty talk. We invite, grab a friend, grab our lunch, a cup of tea, and meet me in the Royal Courts. And we are going to see you in a few minutes.
Get ready for the Royalty Talk Show with host Portia Basham, the podcast designed for women who are looking to be inspired, motivated, and encouraged. Whether you're just starting out in your career or raising a family, the Royalty Talk Show has something for you. This is your opportunity for empowerment and affirmation. Get blessed with amazing stories from women of all walks of life who want to share their truths and victories and impact the lives of women everywhere. This is your cordial invitation to join us as we sip tea, chat, and empower each other on the Royalty Talk Show and podcast with your host, Portia Basham.
So good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon. You know what it said? It said, grab your cup of tea. It said, we're going to meet in the royal courts. We said, that's where you get your affirmations. We said, that's where we're going to chat about everything that encompasses women. It also said that you have no choice but to sit and to chat with us for the day. So grab your girlfriends and tell them that Dr. Portia is here and we are going to be talking about everything about women. This is where we come and we talk about our family, our friendship, our finances, yes, how to make that money, baby, our faith, how to give God the praise and the glory, and also how to actually enjoy life, because as we get into that 25 plus shipping and handling, we want to know how to maintain all those cheeks and hips and fingertips. So grab your girlfriends, baby, join us in the royal courts and let us chat. So as way of introduction, for those who have no clue who all this is, all that fire and energy is, I am your host of the best talk show, the best podcast there is, Dr. Portia Basham, and I am also your brand and business strategist. Yes, you come and you pick my brains as to how to get that business being consistent and looking right. I'm also your best-selling author, international speaker, and the minister and founder of She Ministries online community. And for those who have no idea who She Ministries is all about or what we are all about, it is about helping the leading ladies in society balance life, balance business, balance their family, all while healing from those secret struggles of life that we, always think that we're alone and nobody else is going through. So that is what the community is all about. So today we get the pleasure. I listen, every Monday and Wednesday leading up to the Leading Ladies virtual conference, which is March 10th and 11th, we are going to get the opportunity to sit and to glean from our guest speakers. And we had some amazing guest speakers of last week and the week before. So this week is no different. And next week and the week after that. I'm just saying. So today we have the pleasure of picking the brains. Listen. My guest speakers for the conference, I think they're the best. Yes, you heard it over here. You heard it. My guest speakers are the best. I mean, they are knowledgeable. They are professional. They've been, in business for years. They're coming to teach you some stuff. So this is where you grab your pen and paper and you join us. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yes. And I think it's the tea because I had some good some lemon tea today. So I'm ahead of myself. So we have Coach Ramonica. Listen, I could run around the room. I got that right. Let me tell you. It's an accomplishment every time I say their names. If I were their mamas, I would have been naming them like Mary and Jane, and Jill, the names, Heather, the names I would remember. But bless their mamas. Their mamas gave them names that they had to hold up to, So Romanica is a name to hold up to. So we prepared to hear from her. Okay, so in a few minutes we are going to chat with her. She's the founder of Fron. Fron, we call it the front of the face, but I don't think that's what it means. She's going to come and she's going to tell us why she named that Fron. But it is a brand that empowers women to believe in their abilities and to reach new heights. I think this is phenomenal. Believe in your abilities. So many times we question, am I good enough? Should I? Um, will I? Am I able? We question, because we women are thinkers, and sometimes we think ourselves completely out the door. But we get the pleasure of sitting and chatting with her about unleashing the power of your presence. That's number one. And then we are going to talk about a few steps that she would give in order to guide you to show up and to show up on purpose. Yes. So we are going to bring our guest speaker up in a few minutes after these messages. Well, for those who have not registered for the Leading Ladies Virtual Conference, which is our second annual conference, I encourage you to go ahead and do so. Visit us at sheministriestv.com and go ahead and sign up for this free event. We are super excited about the guests, that the 12 ladies that are going to grace the platform. 6 for the Business Corner, which is the Friday, March 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then on Saturday, March 11th, we have another 6 of our guest speakers gracing us with their teachings and empowerments for 7 p.m. on March 11th. So we're now going to bring up our guest speaker. Yes. There she is. There she is. Come on, baby. How are you? I think you are mute, unfortunately. So there we go. Come on.
Hello. I'm super excited to join you today.
Oh, yes, baby. Listen, I wanted you to join us because I was saying to the ladies, if I were the mommies of those 12 lovely ladies, I would have started to go, okay, baby, you are Mary, you are Martha, you are Jill, you are Esther. Praise the Lord. By the time we were done, we would have had all the Bible names and I would have remembered every one of them. Yes. But the mommies decided to give y'all names to live up to. That's what it is. Y'all have no choice but to live up to those names that mommy blessed us with. Yes.
This is true because my mother's name is Mary.
I'm telling you. Back in the day, they knew not to give us those kind of names that we would use. Especially they would be going, what's your name again? What's your name again?
Yes.
My mother used to have to call everybody in the house before she got to your name. Okay. But that's just how they did it then. So tell us a little about yourself. Give us your full name and also give us that fun fact about you.
Awesome. So I'm Ramonica Plachette. I'm actually from Mississippi, but I currently live in Mobile, Alabama. I'm a mom of one. She's a college student. Oh. And let me give you guys this fun fact. I don't know. Some people wouldn't consider this fun, but I do. So I am not a TV watcher at all. I can go days with no TV, probably weeks. Now, most people would say that's not a fun fact. What's fun though is that I'm a music person and I am a reader. And of course I love social media. So I'm consuming my TV in various ways, AKA music and social media.
Now, you know what? I am a TV person. I'm drawn more to documentaries, things you learn. I listen to a lot of on YouTube where they just play that atmosphere music,
Yep.
ambience music, first thing in the morning when everybody's out from school, goes off to school. I play that in the atmosphere. It just relaxing and calm. I do like a lot of action movies, so I'm the one that's be going to be watching Equalizer and all those CIA movies. I believe in a life before I was in the CIA because I'm all about trying to figure out who did it, when they did it, and why. So
Wow.
you saying you're not into that? I'm like, baby, what we going to talk about?
Oh,
What
we
we
got plenty.
what we going to talk about? Because I want to know who did it and why.
Okay, I am okay. So I do have one show that I watch when it's on. I grew up the last couple of years watching Power. I shouldn't say grew up, but I spent the last couple of years watching Power on Stars.
Really? Now,
I
I think it's a
know.
good show. I couldn't tap into their languaging. That was a bit heavy for me. Scandal, I really followed. I liked Scandal.
Oh,
It was dangerous, baby. It was dangerous.
I was a
Yeah.
big fan of that show. So that was during the time when I was watching. So listen, it's weird. When I worked a corporate job, my escape on the weekends and the evening was TV. As an entrepreneur, that's
Yeah.
probably when I checked out from the TV game.
Yes, yes, because your mindset is different. Now, you know what? I'm with you because all the time before I was all into it, but now that you are more focused in the direction you want to take, you are very conscious of how you spend your time, and that's how I ended up going into documentaries because I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn how they run their business, how the coaches saw things differently in terms of a business standpoint, how they structure it to make it work, what they did that was a mistake that I could avoid doing. So it's like you are right. You
Yes.
no. Let me get it for you correctly. As you get into that 25 plus shipping and handling, baby, your time is spent, totally different. Come on now, just totally different. We enter the royal courts in different reasons. Come on, we do. We
That's it.
we enter the royal courts for different reasons,
True
okay?
story. True.
So now that we have, chat girlfriend to girlfriend, tell us how you came around naming your business, or is it a business or it is a program that's called Fawn? How did it come about? Come on.
So it's Fawn,
Fawn.
FAWN, Fawn. Yes. So I'm not a big date person, but January 8th, 2022, God said,
Come on.
Ramonica, they believe in me as they should. However, I have placed gifts on the inside of them and they are not activating the
Ooh.
gifts because they don't believe in themselves. And I said, I know that. I've been working with women. And he said, but now you're going to lead them through with this ministry called Fawn. So it's fully
Ooh.
activated woman. Now we just had our first conference. It's
Hey,
exciting.
it's something when God speaks it. It's a different assignment when God speaks it than you saying, you know what, I think I'm going to try this out. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. It's a different assignment because when it is mandated from God, when it is mandated from God, that vision that you have could now be not transferred, but others could see the vision when you speak about it. Others could relate when you speak about it. You understand? When you now have a vision that is, it's you who have the vision. It's hard to explain to somebody what you're trying to say.
Yes. True
And
story.
I'll just leave that right there. I just rest that right there, baby. Just rest it right there. So, talk to us about our topic. Our topic is about unleash the power of your presence. Explain all of that to us.
Yes. So I'm a video marketing coach and consultant. I work with primarily women from various backgrounds, whether it's church, personal brand, coach, consultant. The power of your presence is about showing up. This is where Fawn comes in, because a lot of women find it much easier to promote other people than it is to
Yes.
talk about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we live in a world of video. Hello, we're on video right now.
Yes.
We live in this video world, but there are so many women who are suppressing their own message. They have a gift, they have a calling, but they're not showing up. We can't find them because they're saying, oh, I don't know if I should be doing this. Well, let me just promote my friend. Somewhere back when they were 6 years old, someone said, Susan, Mary, Kim, sit down. And now God has placed something amazing on the inside of them, and they're not showing up at scale.
Ooh.
So the
I
power
like
of
that.
the
They're not
presence is
showing up
about
at
showing
scale.
up.
That's good. They're not
Right.
showing up at scale. I like that. Now, so how many of us in the audience, because I'll raise my hands first. How many of us in the audience we always say, I just want to be in the back. I just want to be in the back. I'll support you. I just want to be in the back. No, no, no. I just want to be in the back. I'm just going to help you and be in the back. And then once you're in the back, people are doing stuff. Somebody's talking about something, and in your mind, you're like, well, I wouldn't have done it that way. I wouldn't have said it that way. I would. Okay, talk to us.
Yeah. So the first thing for anyone who raised their hand and said, yeah, that's me, listen, I'm talking to you, because that's not me. And this is probably why I have this assignment. I'm simply saying, what if you shifted your mindset for just a moment and really leaned in on the woman that God created you to be? Because it's different than who I was created to be, who Dr. Portia was created to be. We're not comparing. We're just saying, what if you just started to share your gift, use the power of your presence and show up? What would happen? What if you just helped one person because you made a decision to come to the front? I'm just saying, what would happen?
Oh, come on, baby.
Who could you save? Who could you bear witness to?
Hey.
What would happen if you told your story?
Okay.
Video is viral. Video can, we share our messages in our local market with our family and our friends. And I've even seen it in private Facebook groups. So I'm talking to those ladies. If that's you, if you're like, oh, but I'm in my group. In your group, those messages are probably private and locked down. What would happen if that message was made public, because you're standing in the power of your presence now?
Yes.
Someone in a faraway land sees your message, and now their life is transformed, and now they go transform 10 other people, 10,000 people, 1,000,000 people based on something that you released. I don't think we're in a position right now in the world to not show up in the power that God has granted us. That's all I'm saying.
Now, what is your definition of power?
Ooh, so, two-part. So for me, my power starts with a God-given power, right? Because I know who I am. And because I know who I am, I go in the power that he has granted me. So it's like when you have money in the bank, you can show up with your credit card and you can swipe that baby.
You could swipe that baby.
You swipe it because you know the money is there. You know the transaction's going to happen. You're going to get your bag and go on about your merry little way. So for me, my power is in knowing who I am and whose I am. That's money in the bank. Oof. And so then I can just show up and be. That's what I call power.
I love it.
Knowing that though, right?
Yes. It is walking in it though. Come on now. It is walking in it, being confident. I remember I used to say a few years ago, and I still say it now, do not mistake my confidence for arrogance. Don't do that. Because I know Just like you say, when you have that card from God, you know when you swipe it, it's gonna definitely get paid, and because God knows how to pay for the things He's asking you to do. Okay. Oh, okay. What are some of the biggest fears women have when it comes to power?
So being judged is a big one.
Yes.
Comparing themselves to other people. Because again, I'm talking to women from all walks of life about
Yes.
showing up primarily on social media. And they're saying, well, listen, they're disqualifying themselves before they even step up to
Let's
the
get
camera.
started. Yes.
They're saying, well, I'm not a star. I'm not a this person or that person. I was like, baby, we know that. God never created you to be like anybody. And so we already know some conditioning has happened. So let's get that mindset. Let's clean that up. And
Yes.
then you're going to be able to show up. So it is comparison. It's judgment. It's self-doubt. It's
Yes.
so many things. I literally start everything when I'm working with someone. We're going to talk about some mindset first. And it's really like building up that confidence so they can unleash their boldness in the same way that I have. I've helped over 300 women get live and active on video.
Oof. Live, active on the video. You know how many women, when you say, okay, you need to do a live to show your products, girl, really?
They say,
Can you
I'm
just
a
do it
post.
for me?
I
Yes.
just
Take a
post.
picture. Now, you know, I am guilty. I'm guilty because I always like to show up right. Okay. Those eyebrows gotta be on point. You know, when I show up, those lashes gotta, it's just, you know, you wanna, because that's my brand. My brand is you are a lady of royalty. Lady of royalty, unfortunately, forgive me, can't show up looking all jacked up. Okay. So you are always going to be, you know, put together because that's the lady I represent. I represent you as, you know, as professional. I represent you as put together. That doesn't mean you don't have struggles. That doesn't mean, you know, you're not going to show up one day with rollers. Yes, you are. But the brand really shows that you are a woman who could balance life and get it together. So for me, showing up on video, I was very conscious of that. I was very conscious of, and that's why if I am put together, baby, I'm doing all the videos one time.
We call that batching in my world.
Yes. I'm going to knock it off. Okay, let's just change the shirt, put it in another one. Yeah. We'll change the shirt, put it, you know, but you have to figure out how to make it work. So our last question for you before we wrap it up, our last question for you, because you're giving us some good things to think about. So before you give us that tip or the guide, that two tips or two steps towards showing up on purpose, what would your advice be to women who are struggling with confidence or doesn't feel like they have the power to show up on purpose? That might even fall within your two tips, really, because I think it would.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the tips. So the first thing is, I want you to ask yourself, who told you no? Who said that you could not? I think that's the first thing, addressing that. And I think if you're honest, ladies, you will say, you know what? This is just me trying to talk myself out of it. Cause you know, I'm around praying women. They say, girl, I gotta pray about it. I'm like, girl, God already gave you the release. Stop playing. Don't do that.
Now.
Don't do that. So I would say the first thing is really just release. And there's an activity real quick I want to share. I tell women, sit for like 5 minutes and say, God, who am I? And he's going to tell you who you are. And that's going to fill you up. That's some more money in the bank, right? And so then you can get in front of the camera. And this is my tip number 2. You don't have to be in all places at one time. So if they're going to come to this event, when at the event, I'm going to share all of the different places you can show up and how you can show up. In other words,
Yes.
If it's a day where you're a little casual, and I'm with you on brand, be on brand, ladies, look good. I'm not for the brand suppression. I want you to look good. But
I like that brand suppression.
You're kind of casual, that's a day where you do a story versus a live stream. because
Yes.
those are your family and your friends, and they may or may not be buyers, but even if they're not buyers, they can be sharers of your
I
words, so to
love
speak.
that. Yes.
So that's where it's casual. So on your casual day, you're in stories. And there's some other places where I could tell you to be casual, but we don't have time to tell y'all that. You got to make sure that you are registered for
That's
the event. Because I'm going to
it.
share, I don't gatekeep. Listen, when I show up with my friends like Dr. Portia and she says, Ramonica, I need you to talk to them about video. Because I want you to be fire, I'm gonna give you fire. God has given me the authority to deposit some money in your bank by way of video marketing, but you gotta show up.
You gotta show up. Yes. How else would you get it if you don't show? Let's think of it this way. You go to work, you do the work, and you get paid. Yes? The only way you could get paid is by getting up and going to work. So this is no different. The conference is no different. You get up and you sit at that computer and you glean, which is the deposit you need to move forward. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
I can't wait to share.
Oh, so I want you to tell the ladies how they could get hold of you. That's number one. And then I want you to talk to the ladies to tell them, hey, we need you at that conference.
Absolutely. So first, the best way to find me is on social media. And I would say go to my Instagram account. I am at the bold chick, right?
Yes.
So go there. You can leave me a message there. There's a link in my bio. So that's the best place to contact me. And let me talk to you really quick about why you should attend the event. First of all, the lineup and the women that Dr. Portia has pulled together is simply amazing. I could tell from when we met the other night that the conference was going to be fire, but also the quality of work that you do, the type of woman that you are, I already know it's of excellence. And so if you are a woman of excellence, or you're on your journey and you desire to learn and to glean and just be around just the positive energy that's going to come from this conference, my question to you is, why would you not show up? I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't show up. I know we're just bringing lots of amazingness. You didn't put a lot of limits on us. You're like, go for it. Give it to them. And I'm that type. I'm going to give it to you. I usually need a nap after I finish my talks because I pour it all out. I've already started to put gifts and things together for the, VIP. I mean,
Yes.
I got it. I am ready. I'm excited. So you guys make sure that you get registered. Better yet, don't just register yourself. Tell a friend. Share this on your profile. If you have an email list or a group of people, or you're a Mary Kay consultant, you got a church, you got a community, bring them all.
Yes.
Bring your people.
I love it. You know what I should have done? I should have come out of this video, let you go on and take that clip and just start to post it everywhere because I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So, Ramonica, I am looking forward to gleaning from you when you come and chat with us on March 10th and 11th for our conference. Thank you so much for answering the call. Listen, for a time you came through and you said, okay, this is what we're going to bring to the table. And I'm like, yes, the ladies need that. They need to know how to show up and to show up on purpose. So thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
I'm going to meet you in the waiting room as I wrap up with the ladies in the Royal Courts.
Perfect. See y'all soon.
So, ladies, we had the pleasure of chatting with Coach Ramonica, and you get to glean from her a whole lot more at the conference. So make sure you register. I love the way she said, if you have your list of your email list is shared with them just the same. Let us know if you need anything from us, but we are super excited to come and to teach you how to find your voice and to unleash your God-given potential in this season. So thank you so much for joining us in the Royal Courts. If you are listening to us on Pandora, Apple, or iHeartRadio. Go ahead and leave us a review. Let us know how this program has been blessing you. We are looking forward to having you be one of our guests in the Royal Courts at our Leading Ladies Virtual Conference. So once again, don't forget to register, sheministriestv.com. We have another guest speaker on Wednesday and on Friday of this week. So be sure to join us in the Royal Courts once again. And for those who would like to be, the ladypreneurs out there who would like to be a guest speaker on the Royalty Talk Show and the She Ministries TV program in the second and third quarter, go ahead and send us an email, info@PortiaBasham.com, and we'll be more than happy to send you all the details for that. So until then, I am Dr. Portia Basham, and women, listen, you are leading ladies of royalty. I want you to never forget that you are saved, highly favored, empowered to do what thus says God in this season. So until then, I will see you on Wednesday. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in to the Royalty Talk Show with your host, Portia Basham, the talk show and podcast designed for women who are looking to be inspired, motivated, and encouraged. We pray today's show was a blessing to you. Remember to tune in next time for your regular dose of encouragement and affirmation, so you can hear from other amazing women from all walks of life who share their stories and advice on everything from personal growth to living your